10 now, down inside the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Online, ready?
Burrow on play action.
That was a good play action.
Got an open man. That's
He sold that. That was a good one.
Go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line?
Yes, sir.
Good
hit, Chuck.
There he goes left side. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a
good hit.
Touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had a goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because
that's all.
That was terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Burrows throw into the hands of Sample.
Oh, Marlon. That wasn't Marlon. I'm tripping. What the fuck? Good.
Spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon.
I don't really want some candy, but I mean, I really usually don't eat candy, but I'm craving for some candy, bro.
Similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
You really got... Wow, that was so clutch. I didn't know you got candy from the store. That's lit.
Able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Block the fake. Okay.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5,
That's
but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart one.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Oh.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche.
My wallet in my work
In
pants.
this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Bad pass.
He's going to return it to the 21-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
Sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Really bad pass.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down.
Here,
Mixon. Open space inside the 10.
Joe Mixon is strong for no reason.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That's tough. Watch the run, y'all.
Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Watch the run, y'all.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt.
We was ready for that one.
Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Down by a field goal, we take that. We take that.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this.
See, if this was Madden 23, you could tap X right there. That was a tap and X moment. That second juke.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson.
Oh, man.
Throw there, as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Jackson.
Good catch. Wow.
I'm sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back
I'd be gutsy right here.
Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Come on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He stiff arms him. Sheds him off.
Oh.
That's such a costly
Let's play defense, man.
Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close.
Let's play defense, man.
For a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Buying time to his left.
Yes, sir. Let's play defense. Let's go. Let's go.
He's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Wow. Come on, Sammy.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also
come on, Sammy.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's Jackson.
Good catch.
That ball caught. It's Mark.
Yes, sir.
The tight end.
Yes, sir.
He's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Normally on third
yes,
down,
sir.
short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Way to hold on to it, Mark.
The 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to get this
Appreciate it.
to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll be
I should have
taken
stretched
down
that out.
at the 34. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of
Try
that
something.
On 2nd and
Nope.
9, Jackson flushed out right.
Way to pick him up.
First down and more for Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the
Yes, sir.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety?
You can say that again, John. You can say that again, Bubble. I know that's right. Appreciate it for tuning in the stream, bro.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into
appreciate that, bro.
They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself some defense, but when you turn it over, it changes.
I think we get ball at half, too.
Punch it in on you. That's a bad possession all the way around.
Oh, we got to get a stop right here. Hopefully we can get a big stop, score again before half, get ball back at half. You got to play football, that's it. Don't try to do too much.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. This goes out wide for
I don't see how Marlon missed that tackle, though.
Down, but able to slip across the 35.
You get a big stop right here.
On first down.
Come on, Justin. Don't let him roll out. Get that, Mark.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box.
It looked like it, didn't it?
And he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on
Get through, Calais. Yes, sir. Oh, my gosh. He don't got that.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh,
now it's Burrow.
Yes, sir.
Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
I couldn't throw it.
Cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 14. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
Come on, JK.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Throwing is Jackson.
Just threw it to the wrong person, but touchdown.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 41 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Yeah, I did what I said I was going to do, too.
30 seconds to go here, so not
I had to stay true, y'all. Pick. We don't score again before half.
Anthony Averett picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
I promise, anytime y'all join my stream, I'm not wasting y'all time by y'all watching my stream. I promise y'all.
Pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before
Got
the
'em.
half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And defensively, they
We get ball at half too, y'all.
You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against
We get ball at half.
like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop
Four too high.
anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
I think it's something with these PS5 controllers. Because it's like,
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson
Got
again.
him. Because it's like,
It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't.
I know it ain't my headset.
I know coaches tell us
Because
all
I
the time
used
that
another
control
controller.
isn't the number one
And
thing
sometimes,
they
like, with this controller, I'm using my primary controller. Like,
and you need to put some
my
heat on
headset can
it.
be
It
in
helps
all
have
the
a big
way.
gun. In this
And
case, just a little bit too much.
I get, like,
Final play of the half
feedback
here
and
is
stuff.
Jackson.
Not feedback, but,
He had nowhere to throw, so he
it
just
seems like
tossed
my
it
mic
away.
is coming out.
Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it.
I meant to do this last play.
Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the 2nd half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is
I shouldn't have tried to jump.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside
Good thing he
the 20.
didn't fumble, though.
A big
Out of
connection
the
on that one. 34 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
Nope.
This is caught. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 17 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw.
Y'all defensive pass interference.
At the goal line. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him.
And our ball going to be intercepted.
You know, just talking about a 1-play interception.
By Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Another run here with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return.
They almost got past the last one.
Kicker. To the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1st down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants and the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw.
You see
so
that?
Maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I
He's
think
finna play. He's finna blitz.
earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, he ain't. He got him back. Good pick.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up
Oh, yeah.
by the former first
I like
rounder,
that.
Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard
Good pick, bro.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, I'm in the wrong defense. Big play. Big play right here. Big play.
Getting into the end zone, and if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get
time
back
to fix
into
it.
this one totally.
Still a 3 scores.
He didn't jump. He didn't even go for the catch.
4-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Oh, that's tight end.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. 2nd down at 7. Now Burrow.
Yep.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
That is definitely what we call our defense in the hole play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield.
You thought it was a pick?
Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. On the move to his left.
Good pick. I should have done that.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut
I'll
the
get it
door.
back. Get back in.
Still cracked open.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
I should have cut in.
They stop him.
I should have cut in. My stupid ass.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
We'll get him, Derek. Good shit, Justin.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But to be frank, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Oh.
It's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And this is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Look, Jess, I ran it back.
This one off
Thanks,
strong.
bro.
It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2.
Damn, I wanted to break 50.
We can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you Yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this.
No.
Okay.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He was waving to him like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. We'll get whistles and a signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens come up with a late
That was a good game, bro.
It will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game.
Yeah, I didn't want to trash talk, and bother you, so I just kept it.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Like he left the bar. That's all, folks.